A woman who demonstrates a severe lack of experience with both thinking and praying, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, denigrates thoughts and prayers in relation to the New Zealand shooting on this edition of Hot Take! So, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeted about the horrific terrorist attack, I think it's fair to call it that occurred in Christchurch, New Zealand yesterday afternoon, where 49 people were killed by an insane, despicable human being whose name I'm not going to mention. And as decent human beings often do in the wake of tragedies like this, many people were sending out their thoughts and prayers to the victims of the horrible tragedy that occurred at these two mosques in Christchurch. Apparently that was somehow offensive to Miss Ocasio-Cortez. At first, I thought of saying, imagine being told your house of faith isn't safe anymore. But I couldn't say imagine. Because of Charleston, Pittsburgh, Sutherland Springs. What good are your thoughts and prayers when they don't even keep the pews safe? I think the more pertinent question, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is what good are you? I mean, seriously, you are denigrating the idea of trying to send people positive thoughts and praying about them in the wake of a tragedy. And since, thank God, that despicable human being who committed these attacks is already in custody, exactly what else do you expect people to do, Miss Ocasio-Cortez, besides send their thoughts and pray for the people who have been affected by this terrible tragedy? There are things that I could envision that might be good for people to do. You could send money to the families of the victims because funerals cost money, among other things. You could send money to the people who were injured but not killed in the attack to help pay for their medical bills. You could send money to the mosque to help them repair whatever damage might have been caused by these attacks. That's a couple of positive things that I could think of that you could encourage people to do. But I don't see you, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, advocating that people should do any one of those things. Instead, what you have done is you have used this as an opportunity to criticize Trump and to somehow make him and his supporters responsible for this attack and somehow conflate them with white supremacy, even though they have nothing to do with either one of those two things. And the other thing that you have done in the wake of this tragedy is attempted to push for new gun laws. Because I'm sure new gun laws in the United States would do an awful lot to help the people in New Zealand. And supposedly, Miss Ocasio-Cortez, you are a Catholic, but you clearly do not understand the basics of your faith if you do not believe that praying to an almighty God who is far more capable of making change in this world than any of us as individuals will ever be is a productive thing to do in the aftermath of a tragedy. Now, it is certainly true that as Christians, we are called to do more than just pray for victims of tragedies or people who are in bad situations. Whenever possible, we are definitely supposed to actually act of our own will to help people in addition to praying for them. But that does not make thoughts or prayers useless. What is useless is people on the left like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez responding to incidents like this by attacking Donald Trump and everyone who supports him as a white supremacist, as if somehow that is going to reduce the number of white supremacists and is going to make that group of people less influential. So, Miss Ocasio-Cortez, maybe you ought to do some serious thinking and praying before you go around talking about how useless thoughts and prayers are. That's my take. So I gave you guys my take. I'd like to know yours. Let me know down in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends.
And subscribe.
Do you want to edit this video? Is that what you want? Do you want to edit this video?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay then! Seriously though, I really would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. Oh, and hit the little bell to get notifications when I upload new videos, since subscriptions don't mean that much anymore. I'll see you next time.